The top teams from Henrico remaining in the basketball playoffs take their act to states. Welcome to SportsWire. I'm Will Catterley. And one of those teams was defending Class 4 state champion Varina. Of course, one of the hardest things to do in sports is repeat, especially as the ultimate champion. To be a championship caliber team, it's almost as if you have to be a prize fighter taking the challenger's best shots and still be able to get off the proverbial ropes. The Blue Devils were indeed about to be tested, and it started right out of the gates in the quarterfinals against Heritage. So let's go to the home of the black and gold. That's right, every game in the playoffs and the state playoffs are played on a neutral floor. So Varina playing at Highland Springs as the home team. Bing, bang, boom, right away, QB1, Miles Derricott. He had himself a night. 3-zip Varina over Heritage. But I think the Heritage Hurricanes out of the 7-5-7 were going to be easy pickings. You were mistaken, Donovan. Rakes for that one. Back inside, following the block. Derricott puts it up and in. More on Derricott later. It's a human highlight reel for him. QB1 in the Blue Devils. Back comes Heritage. This was back and forth most of the night. Jelani Douglas connects for two. Malachi Cosby. Boy, has he come on strong late in the season. He connects for two. He had 12 on the night. Cosby and Varina nip and tuck. Great pass from KJ Weiss. He finds Derricott for two, slashing and dashing, and then Derricott on the defensive end. Count that, and the foul. Three-point play the old-fashioned way. Derricott and Varina in front. More from the Blue Devils on offense. We've seen this before, haven't we? KJ Weiss, splash. Three ball. He got that one to go, and at the buzzer as well, Varina. After one quarter play, only a three-point game, but ahead 15-12. Second quarter, Heritage came to play. It is the playoffs, right? Number 30, this guy was tremendous. Devon Lassiter Jr. 14 points on the night for him. Heritage not finished. Mr. Zero was the player of the night. And he was far from zero. Charles Holly connecting. And then from deep, count the money ball. That is good from Jelani Douglas. And Heritage has something happening here. Varina had answers, however. You'll hear this guy's name later. And now, Jerome Conway. That would lead to this. Count it and one. 11 points for KJ. Normally scores more, but he gets two. And the free throw, number 30, Lassiter, coming right back. Lassiter Jr. from long range. And guess what? Heritage, upset-minded, 30-29. Just a little bit better than a 500 team the regular season. Make it more. It's Charles Holly again. He connects from long range. Varina finding a lot of different players, though, to fill up the score sheet. Number 21, Josh Hughes. Then back to Derricott. 27 points for Derricott in this one. He led the charge for Varina, as he has a couple times this season in big moments. Derricott again, all the way to the rack, count it. You want more Derricott? How about him as a passer? Inside, yes. Third quarter, Varina jumped out to a big lead. Josh Hughes, the recipient of that pass. More in transition. They're so good in it. Malachi Cosby. Two more for him. More Blue Devils. Cosby, get out of my way. To the rack, flexing big man. And Varina up by as many as 13, 14 points. They're going to run away with this one, aren't they? Heritage has other ideas. Derricott, no, but watch the big man Cosby. You want more Cosby? Ah, that's my ball. And I'm taking it right back to the rack. Oh my, Malachi for two. He was so strong in this one, and they needed him to be. Heritage, though, as I said, 51-39. They're down, but they're not out. Number 3, Ramon Gurain connects. And then inside, they score it, count it, and the bucket. Donovan Rakes, 51-43, just down 8. We go to the 4th. Corner, 3-ball, pocket, good. As Holly hits again, 23 for Holly. Here comes Holly. Dipsy-doo, how are you? We're fine. Heritage advantage. The Hurricanes at Category 4 strength at this moment. Make it 5. That 3 ball is good. Heritage cuts the lead 2-6. More from the Hurricanes. Another long ball. Got it. Unbelievable. And 66-63, Varina would have a 3-point lead late. It would stave off Heritage by hitting at the free throw line. Big rebound right there. And Varina escapes a game Hurricane squad thanks to Malachi Cosby, Derek Cott, KJ Weiss. That guy's happy. 69-63, Varina wins it. After the narrow win over the Hurricanes, many realized that the semifinal matchup with Kings Fork was quite possibly lopsided, me included. After all, the Bulldogs had traveled across the country playing teams from Maryland, Louisiana, and California and winning their fair share. No Virginia school had beaten the Bulldogs. Heritage, who Varina beat by 6, Kings Fork beat them by 42 in their regional title. If Varina was to hold on to their championship dreams, it would take an amazing effort, and someone besides leading scorer KJ Weiss would have to take over. To be frank, in the state semifinals, a star would have to be born, and a star surely was. To Highland Springs High School we go. Rest assured there were dogs in this fight. Kings Fork Bulldogs, to be exact, taking on Varina at Highland Springs. Harry Lee Daniels, athletic director for the Springs, watching his Springers playing at Roanoke at the same time. This was like, for you kids out there, Google the Big East Conference 1980s. It was like Georgetown versus Syracuse minus a 3-2 zone of Jim Boeheim. Early on, hey, that's Varina, right? KJ Weiss for 3. Yeah, that's what the Blue Devils do, playing tough D as well. But that's not how this game would go. This game went like this. Literally everything was earned. Number 21, Josh Hughes connects for 2. Kings Fork had answers inside. There weren't many answers in the first quarter. Deshaun Lucas connects for 2, counted, and the foul. And this is more like it. The trap in the corner, trying to save his Malachi Cosby. Kings Fork's got the ball. They're going to drive to the rack. No, that ball's on the floor. I mean, every pass, every shot, every dribble, that's rejected. Everything was contested. It's 5-5 after a full quarter of play. You ain't seen nothing yet. Again, mad scramble drill. We got a jump ball situation. Again, Big East, 1980s. Tough, physical, man-on-man defense. Kings Fork had a little bit of an advantage in this second quarter. Nikai Darden for 2, and then inside, Walker connects for 2, and then Bulldogs going on a run here. Number 4, Samuel Brannon, leading scorer for Kings Fork. And then from 3, high arcing rainbow shot, count it. It is nothing but nylon for Adarius Bolton, 14-8. Varina missed all of their field goals in the second quarter. As a matter of fact, their only points came at the free throw line. Kings Fork up by 6, but Jerome Conway connects for 3. Varina, third quarter still trying to come back, and they would inside. Connecting. How do you do, Malachi Cosby? But points were so hard to come by. Big stop by Weiss. Layup is good. Kings Fork would keep them at arm's length, however. Laying the third, the offensive glass, paying dividends. Samuel Brannon connects 2 of his 13 points. Kings Fork with the lead. And here they come, Bulldogs, coast to coast. It's Brannon again. The Dogs were a-hunting. We go to the fourth. KJ Weiss is now out with 4 fouls. They don't want him to have his 5th. So here comes Malachi Cosby and Varina. What would they do? They needed answers, and their answers were down low? No. The answer, it looked like, was the Bulldogs' game to win. Miss, rebound, put back, yes. Bulldogs led by as many as 8 with under 5 to play. And then, big play by Weiss. He connects for 2, and he gets fouled. 3-point play, but he missed the free throw. Later, now, Weiss
goes to the bench, but Varina still finding a way, keeping within arm's length, goes to the bench for Jerome Conway. They call him Rome, and Rome wasn't built in a day, but down by 8 with under 4 to play, Rome might lead Varina back to victory in less than a quarter. Rome scores 2 more. That's 4 straight points for Varina, 4 straight for JC. JC, the savior for Varina, maybe. The 3-ball ties things up at 30. And trust me, the way this game was going, being down 8 felt like down 24. Instead, the joint is jumping, and we got a brand new ball game. Kings Fork had it. Jerome Conway taking it away from him. Conway, what does he do for encore? Conway, the J is money. Some say that was a 3 to call it a long 2. Kings Fork trying to get it back. Conway, the tip out. Oh, he gets skinny and goes past 2 defenders for 2. 9 straight for Varina, all by Conway. 34-34, 1:23 to go. Varina looking to take the lead now. Conway got the dagger. The long J and Conway and Varina. Yeah. 11 straight for Conway. 11 straight for Varina, all by Mr. Rome. A star is born, perhaps. Conway late. Varina up 2. Off the rebound. Conway could shoot it. No, he's going to pass it. Derricott's going to finish it. Put it this way. Varina didn't score a field goal in the second quarter. They had 5 points in the first quarter. They had 21 in the fourth. Final seconds taken away. There was a lid on the basket for Kings Fork and Varina. Punctuation mark. And Derricott with a finish. JC, Rome, do your thing. 16 points leads to the comeback win for Varina as they charge the court 1,800 strong. And yeah, buddy, you earned it. This is your night. He carries Varina on his back in the fourth when they needed him the most. And the senior has plenty to say after Varina wins a wild one against Kings Fork to survive and advance 40-34.
The coaches told me I had to step up second half. That's exactly what I did. And they wrote us off last year when we wrote 4 starters. And we still here. We're going back. And we're going to go back to back. Like the world to me. I needed this one. Like, this is my last year, so I got to get one. I mean, I work for it, being honest, but I dream about this, yes. This morning, like I said, I prayed for this. Every night, I work hard. This is what we do. Energy and effort.
So the Blue Devils go for their second straight state title at the Siegel Center against another terrific team, EC Glass. Well, Varina wasn't the only team looking to make a run in states. The Highland Springs guys and Glen Allen girls were also in action. We've got the Springers and the Jags straight ahead.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to SportsWire. Highland Springs had been on quite a roll heading into the state tournament. The Springers won regionals over Glen Allen and were winners of 9 straight games overall. And on Friday night, they faced a familiar foe that the Springers have seen plenty of times, just not on the court, but on the football field. Stonebridge came calling to the 804, and the rivalry in football is well noted. The Springers knocked off the Bulldogs last season en route to a state championship on the gridiron, while Stonebridge had won the previous 2 titles. Don't think that those facts slip the mind of key player Christian Martin, who of course just happens to be the Springers' starting quarterback.
And just like Varina's game, this one played at a neutral site for Class 5 state quarterfinal action at J.R. Tucker. Highland Springs, Stonebridge. Remember, I mentioned Christian Martin, quarterback of Highland Springs. Watch this dunk! Unbelievable, he took on the entire Bulldog team. Oh my! Highland Springs with an emphatic 2-0 lead. Problem for the Springers was they could not stop the hot shooting of Stonebridge early. That 3-ball right there, Sam Whitehead gave Bulldogs a 9-2 lead. Highland Springs, though, they didn't shoot the ball well, but they did rebound well. They played physical basketball. We know what they do. Denzel Cole scored his. They rebounded, as I said. They forced turnovers. Undeterred, Stonebridge, Omar Ubushaban, 13-10. Dogs in front after one. Second quarter we go. Springers get the 3-ball going in the second. That ball is nothing but nylon for Jabari Thompson. Moments later, Thompson circling, looking, finding his teammate. That's nothing but nylon as well. 3-ball, Jacob Thomas connects. Springers looking good. Denzel Coles hits one as well, but Stonebridge continued to hit from long range. Dominic Dunt, he connects from 3. Inside, no, but again, offensive rebounding. The more physical teams in the playoffs normally win. Highland Springs was more physical. Jordan Action Jackson, then Springers to the dish again. Once again, one offensive rebound, a second. Coles knows what to do with it. Highland Springs, all of a sudden on a run themselves. They would go into the break up by 4, 27-23, but this was nip and tuck the entire way. Springers up 2 at this point. Stonebridge going away, not in this one. No, sir, number 20, Omar Ubushaban. Connects for 2. Springers looking for answers. Kmart's like, all right, there you are. I see you. They knocked the ball away, but Johnny on the spot. Jordan Jackson had himself a game. Here comes Stonebridge. Point, counterpoint, make it 3 points. They shot really well from beyond the arc, kept them in this one. Sam Whitehead, one of the big factors, big reasons why. But Highland Springs, tough pull-up, Jay, but it's good. James Vaughn played terrific in this one as well. Springers cling to the lead, go in the zone. Oh, they missed the cut man in the back. He connects for 2, number 13, Whitehead again. Springers have answers the other way, though. The rebound, again, not once, not twice, 3 times. A lady, yes, no, and ball's still on the ground. This is what I'm talking about with toughness. Highland Springs will not be denied. Ezekiel Burchett finally cleans it up off the glass. 44-41, Springers after 3. We go to the 4th and final stanza. Highland Springs, Kmart, just like he started strong. Well, hardly anyone can duplicate the dunk that he started, but it's still strong. Big 2 for the Springers on that one. And then easy squeezy lemon peasy, the J, Ezekiel Burchett. And Coles, hampered all night, led the way for Highland Springs, scoring 16. 48-44, though, timeout on the floor. Stonebridge within 4. Springers trying to finish this one. Coles knows how to do just that. Inside, puts it in, 62-58. Springers move on.
The Springers were eliminated in the semifinals by Patrick Henry of Roanoke. Still a terrific year for Highland Springs. In ladies hoops, Glen Allen had achieved something that no basketball team had done in the school's history. That's make it to the state semifinals. The Lady Jags shook off a regional finals loss to LC Bird and beat Massaponax on the road to set up a rematch against the Skyhawks with a trip to the finals on the line.
So, to Meadowbrook High School we go. Semifinal action, Class 5 girls finals. It's Ava Johnson, Glen Allen taking on LC Bird. Now, the first time they met in the regional finals, Glen Allen jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Guess what? Looks similar. Ava Johnson cutting the basket, scores. And then, easy squeezy, lemon peasy, number 32, Sierra McGinley connects for 2. Glen Allen off to a terrific start. They're up 8-0. Matter of fact, there's seconds left in the corner. And oh my, number 13, I don't know how she made some of these shots. Kaya Smith, the only bucket of the quarter, 8-3. Great defense by Glen Allen. They played zone, which confused the Skyhawks. Didn't confuse them there when they can turn defense into offense. Guess who? Kaya Smith with the steal and the score. That's one of the ways they got back in it. But Glen Allen, unlike the first time, they were making shots from long range. Number 32, Sierra McGinley for 3. Glen Allen looking for answers. Or I should say Elsie Bird looking for answers. Number 23 does that. Elia Elliott connecting down low for 2. Short J is good. McGinley inside. Johnson high off the arcing glass and good. Counted and the foul. Up 16-8 at that point. Glen Allen doubling up. Elsie Bird. Bird, final seconds, second quarter. 3-ball corner pocket. Actually, not quite final seconds, but it goes for Kaya Smith again. She was instant offense for Bird. The only one really the straw stirring the drink for them on the offensive end. Sierra McGinley and number 20 getting it done as well, Lindsay Shoulders. Here we are. Final seconds. No way that should go. It does. Could have been a 10-point lead for Glen Allen at the break. Instead, it's 25-18, 7-point lead. Still, Glen Allen in control, but that 3 just before the break gave Elsie Bird a little bit of momentum to start the second half, although Sydney Worsham has other ideas. She connects for 2 on the steal and score. Later, though, 25-23, Birds come back. Guess who? Kaya Smith. She put a 20-burger on the board in this one. And basically everything offensively for Elsie Bird. Ava Johnson had a great game, though. Glen Allen sticking with it. 34-30, though. Jags still up. And then Elsie Bird getting some help long range. This time, Trinity Dale. She connects. We're all knotted at 34. We go to the fourth and final stanza. That's where the defense of Elsie Bird took over, and they started to convert and execute on the offensive end. It's Trinity Dale again. Defensively, the Skyhawks limited Glen Allen. They could not get a field goal to go. Hit a few from the line, but Elsie Bird late in the fourth took care of business. Up 4, and then sinks it, puts it away with these free throws. Great season for Glen Allen comes to an end.
Still plenty to be proud of for the Jags. Glen Allen gets to the state semifinals for the first time ever and bring back 4 starters for next season, so look out. We head out for some reading when we come back. Yes, you heard right. Godwin girls and guys soccer teams visit a local elementary school for Read Across America Day, plus top plays of the month. That's next.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire, and welcome to Pinchbeck Elementary School, where some special guests were on hand for Read Across America Day. That's right. Members of the Godwin boys and girls varsity soccer team read to kindergartners throughout the school.
Ouch! You bumped me. Did not, said the second letter. Did too, said the third. The swings. I wanted that swing, said the second letter. Too bad, said the third one.
The kids asked all the right questions, like, do you have a girlfriend? How do I get to play soccer? And, of course, high fives with some moxie.
Whoa! That one hurt!
All in all, the current Godwin Eagles were more than happy to visit with some potential future Eagles.
It feels good to be able to give back to the community and show our love for the community with our team.
And the spring sports season not far away at all. It starts March 13th. Time for the often imitated, never duplicated top plays of the month. Number 5, top plays from February. We start with regional girls track. Highland Springs, winner, 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 chicken dinner. On the 50-meter hurdles, Princess Jackson first, Madison Green second, Brianna Ricketts third in a Springer sweep. Number 4, to regional hoops we go. Get that out of here! It's Deep Run Meadowbrook. Number 35, Quentin Morgan. The block. Number 4, Victor Smith to the victor. Well, the spoils. Number 3, it's regional wrestling time, and it's Jake Liberatore versus Micah Osborne of Prince George, weight class 190, and Jake Liberatore of Freeman. It's got him in a predicament. Even better for the championship. He gets the pin, he gets the fall, and it's all emotion for Liberatore and Freeman. Number 2, back to regional track. Final leg of the 4x200 meters. Relay, Highland Springs, Glen Allen, Highland Springs. Springers get the win. These two teams each went 1 and 2 as a team finished in regional. But number 1 has to go to Glen Allen. Step back 3 at the buzzer to force overtime against Hermitage. Chris Tiller pours in 31 points in dramatic comeback fashion as Glen Allen survives and advances. And that's more than good enough for top plays of the month.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see you next time on Sportswire.